When you think you're done, you're only at 40%. David Goggins was abused, overweight, and hopeless, but he turned pain into power. This isn't a story of talent. It's a war against weakness, fear, and excuses. He didn't escape suffering, he hunted it, calloused his mind, and built himself into the hardest man alive. Don't settle for greatness, be uncommon among the uncommon. Face the truth in the mirror, kill your excuses, and empty the tank before you die. You can't hurt someone who already used pain as fuel. This is not motivation. This is mental warfare. Asterisk, asterisk, the unbreakable mind. Goggins begins by establishing that he wasn't born extraordinary. He didn't come from a legacy of athletes or warriors. He was overweight, abused, and insecure. His transformation into a Navy SEAL, ultra-endurance, athlete, and motivational icon was entirely built through pain, accountability, and mental toughness. Main idea: your mind is your most powerful weapon, but it's also your greatest enemy, lest you master it. Chapter 1: I Should Have Been. A statistic: Goggins' childhood in Buffalo, NY, was marred by brutal abuse from his father, racism in school, and deep insecurity. His father, Trunis Goggins, was a businessman and nightclub owner, but behind closed doors, he was a tyrant. David, his brother, and mother were regularly beaten. Eventually, his mother escaped with him, but trauma followed. He also struggled in school, especially with learning disabilities and stuttering. Bullies tormented him. As a black kid in mostly white environments, he felt isolated and broken. These early experiences planted a powerful victim mindset. Our past head-on to heal. Denial only delays growth. Chapter 2: Truth Hurts. Goggins becomes obsessed with appearing tough to hide the pain. In high school, he was barely passing. He flunked tests, cheated through school, and wore a mask to hide his shame. He reflects on the accountability mirror, a strategy he created using sticky notes with brutally honest truths. He used the mirror to call himself out. You're lazy, you're fat, you're not trying hard enough. This helped shift him from a victim to a warrior. Challenge number 1: write your insecurities on sticky notes and place them on your mirror. Confront them daily. Key lesson: radical self-esteem is the first step to building a stronger mind. Chapter 3: The Impossible Task. David gained weight and was trapped in a monotonous job as an exterminator. At 297 pounds, he had no purpose. Then he saw a Navy SEAL documentary. It hit him like lightning. He knew instantly, this is what I want to do. But he only had 3 months to lose over 100 pounds to qualify for SEAL training. He adopted a brutal regimen: running, biking, eating small meals, waking up at 4:30 a.m., It was hell, but he lost 106 pounds in 3 months. Challenge number 2. Visualize your impossible goal. Break it into small, achievable steps. Key lesson: if you want something bad enough, you'll suffer for it. Chapter 4. Taking Souls. Goggins coined the idea of taking souls. During SEAL training, instructors tried to break recruits with cold water, sleepless nights, and verbal abuse. But Goggins learned to use their cruelty as fuel. He would smile while suffering, shocking the instructors and energizing himself. This concept means exceeding expectations in the face of adversity to mentally dominate your enemy. Challenge number 3. Take someone's soul. Today, outperform with silent dominance. Key lesson: turn pain into a weapon. Outwork your enemies and watch their spirits break. Chapter 5. Armored Mind. Hell Week pushed Goggins beyond his physical limits. He was freezing, sleep-deprived, and in pain. But he developed an armored mind, a mental state so strong that external conditions couldn't penetrate it. He used techniques like visualization, positive self-talk, revisiting past victories. This internal armor became his shield in every future challenge. Challenge number 4. List your most painful victories. Call on them when facing new challenges. Key lesson: strength doesn't come from success, it's forged in hardship. Chapter 6. It's not about a trophy after becoming a SEAL. Goggins set new goals. Endurance racing. He signed up for a 100-mile race with 0 training. He finished it with broken feet, bleeding kidneys, and torn muscles. Why? Because pain is the price of greatness. He didn't chase medals or applause. He chased suffering. He used it to sharpen his identity. Challenge number 5. Set a goal that scares you. One that demands more from you. Key lesson: the pursuit of growth matters more than the result. Chapter 7. The most powerful weapon. Goggins introduces the 40% rule. When your mind says you're done, you're only at 40%. This became a foundation for his mental training. Most people quit when discomfort begins. But pain is the starting line, not the end. He also faced deep emotional pain from the loss of friends and comrades in war. Pain is universal, but most people waste it. Goggins says, we must feel pain deeply and let it transform us. Challenge number 6. When you're ready to quit, do 40% more. Key lesson: pain unlocks unused potential. Chapter 8. Talent not required. Goggins admits he isn't naturally gifted. He's not the fastest, strongest, or smartest, but he works harder than anyone else is in. That has always set him apart. He trained relentlessly, often in secret. He studied, trained, failed, trained more. Repeated this cycle endlessly. He emphasizes that greatness has nothing to do with talent, but everything to do with discipline and drive. Challenge number 7. Replace "I'm not talented" with "I haven't worked hard enough yet." Key lesson: discipline outperforms talent every time. Chapter 9. Uncommon amongst uncommon. Even in the elite SEAL teams, Goggins stood out. He took on more, trained harder, and pushed himself further. He wanted to be uncommon among the uncommon. He talks about standing out in already elite circles, whether in CL teams or among ultra runners. Challenge number 8. In your field, what would it take to be elite? Now, go beyond that. Key lesson: never settle 11 among the elite. Dominate your category. Chapter 10. The empowerment of failure. Goggins share stories of failure, failing the pull-up world record twice publicly, failing to complete races, failing emotionally during tough moments, but each failure sharpened his blade. He always came back stronger. He teaches that failure is the path, not a detour on the road to success. Challenge number 9. List your last 5 failures. How did they help you grow? Key lesson: failure is fuel if you're willing to use it. Asterisk. Chapter 11. What if? Goggins ends the main part of the book with a haunting question. What if I had never taken control of my mind? What if I died with all my potential still inside me? He imagines meeting the version of himself that could have been, the one who trained harder, stayed disciplined, and pushed past excuses. This version is his ultimate fear and fuel. He reflects on all the decisions he made not to quit, despite injury, loss, or exhaustion, and how those decisions led to the unbreakable mindset he lives with today. Lesson: don't die with potential inside you. Fight to become the person you were born to be. Moral: chase your ultimate version before it's too late. Chapter 12. The accountability mirror challenge recap. Goggins goes deeper into the accountability mirror method, which he mentioned earlier. He believes self-talk and brutal honesty are the foundation of any transformation. He reminds readers to write down every weakness, look in the mirror, and say the hard truths. Turn those into goals. Crack progress daily. These aren't motivational slogans. They are painful realities that push you to change. Lesson: don't just dream big. Break your soul down with truth and rebuild it stronger. Moral: real growth starts when you stop lying to yourself. Chapter 13. Embrace the suck. This chapter focuses on embracing suffering as a habit. Goggins encourages readers to do something that sucks every day. Why? Because the more discomfort you endure by choice, the stronger your mind becomes when adversity strikes without warning. He shares stories of running ultra marathons in severe weather, training alone in pain, and deliberately choosing the harder path daily. Lesson: suffering is a training ground for mental toughness. Moral: the pain you choose prepares you for the pain you don't. Chapter 14. Callous. Your mind, like hands, develop calluses from hard work. Goggins believes the mind needs to be calloused through suffering, repetition, and discomfort. He reflects on moments where he wanted to quit, but he didn't like running 100 miles on fractured feet or going through Hell Week multiple times. These moments layered strength over his weakness. Callousing your mind means exposing yourself to challenge again and again until it becomes normal. Lesson: you don't need an easy life. You need a tougher mind. Moral: weak minds break, calloused minds rise. Chapter 15. The governor. In this chapter, Goggins introduces the concept of the governor. The governor is a mental limiter, a built-in safety mechanism in your brain that tries to protect you from pain, failure, or risk. Most people stop when the governor tells them to. But Goggins says that's when the real work starts. If you learn to override this mental governor, you unlock extraordinary potential. Techniques to bypass the governor: stay in the fight longer than feels comfortable. Remind yourself of past victories. Ask, what if? Lesson: your limits are lies created by your mind to protect you. Moral: shut off the mental governor, and you'll discover what you're truly made of.